Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Second Wind. Today we are streaming Guards 2 Chaos in Hell, a strategy roguelike. My name is
Featuring the coolest old man ever.
and Jack Packard the Alchemist.
I just like old man voices. I think they're funny.
You are a perfect Albert.
Right? I think old man voices are funny, and I will not stop doing them.
Alright, so basic premise of this game is you are these adventurers going to take down bad guys and get to the boss.
Listen, we didn't say it was a complicated story.
It's not a complicated story. You literally fist bump the guy that's like, yeah, I'm gonna go fight hell, and you fist bump him and then you're on your way.
I love it. By the way, like I know, like very similar to like a lot of talk with Doom: The Dark Ages. Now, like there is something very refreshing of like there's bad guys and we're the good guys and we're
Yes.
gonna shoot the bad guys. I love that. Yeah.
All right, so I will walk you through the very basic premise of this game. Is you have this board.
Nick is playing, by the way.
Yes, I am playing. You have this board. You need to kill 9 bad guys up in this top left corner. And to make a play, you need to move your characters, and you'll see like this range that they have, and each character has
Okay.
different attack types. So this guy shoots bow and arrow. This guy throws exploding bombs. This guy throws magical spells. She can throw her shield or attack people up front.
Okay. Okay.
Positioning is important. So the 3 that are up front are your active people, and then the one that you put in the back, you can swap them to the back. They heal back there.
Very important.
And the big twist in this is you cannot lose anybody or you fail. You can only, like, you literally can't lose one of your characters. They all have to survive.
Interesting.
So we'll make a move here. He's gonna attack.
A lot of times in strategy games, my usual go-to strategy is, well, someone's gonna die.
Yeah. You cannot XCOM this. You cannot just make
Yeah.
a person you don't like and set them to die.
Because, like, okay, I know this guy's gonna die, so I'll just make sure all the bad guys go to him while I achieve the goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you make a character in XCOM as your like least favorite person in real life. Send them into
Exactly.
the impossible suicide mission.
So all the bad guys focus on them while I'm achieving the goal. Absolutely.
Usually called the punishment character.
Ooh, I like that.
So each move, the enemies move up on you. So
Okay.
the problem is like, so right now I'm gonna take some damage because this guy is in the melee range,
Okay.
but he can attack close, but he doesn't do as much damage when they're too close. So you kind of have to keep moving people back and forth to put them in the best spot to do the most damage.
Yeah.
He can also-
Yeah.
You're the old guy up here. This is your Albert, and he can heal people.
Have a health bomb, motherfucker! Woo!
Well, he threw a firebomb that time.
It's Moped, by the way. Moped is the old man.
Oh, right.
Albert was the shovel.
He also made weird noises.
He also did make weird noises. That's fair. That's
So
fair.
after each level, you get an upgrade shop, so you can add things to your characters. So I can either add health points or this thing. These are your non-permanent things. So you like roguelikes, so you know the difference between
Gotcha.
permanents and things that you just get on the run.
Yeah, your upgrades versus your meta progression, which is like
Correct.
the progress you make outside of each run. Is there meta progression to the game? Do you
Yes.
know? Oh, okay.
Yes, I definitely know because I made it to the boss on my first run and get wiped. So
Nice. Okay, but you made it to the boss.
I did. This game is deceptively simple.
I like that. Right now, just by the looks of it, it's reminding me a lot of Into the Breach.
Yeah, just without the, I guess, the grid.
Yeah, without the it's movement. It's like very simple tactics, but like it's like very maybe not simple tactics, simple rules. Where it's like these are the rules. Now you have to put tactics into those rules, which I really like.
Yeah, managing managing the health of your characters is quite difficult. At least they refresh after each battle, at least. But I mean, if you're not careful, like these snakes can poison you, and you just keep doing damage. And if you're not paying attention, you lose them pretty quick.
And so, I guess in watching this, is this also like an auto battler, where you just set up your characters and then like they do anything, or like how are you like how did you move the old guy?
So you have to left click on him, and then you right click on the place you want to put him.
Okay. And is there like a pause feature? Like, is this FTL like where you're like, whoa, I gotta slow down and think?
No. You don't get to think.
Damn it. Okay, so this is why Nick is playing the game and not me.
Yes.
Because I need the pause feature.
I mean, they don't move until you make a move, to be fair. So I guess technically, yes, pause. It's turn-based.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
That's
they don't, nothing moves until you make a move.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I think you can handle that.
Into the Breach does feel like a forgotten game sometimes, Sir George Lucas. I think it's one of those like coming after such a big success of FTL, it just wasn't as big or good as FTL. I think it's good in very different ways.
Has he made another game since Into the Breach?
I believe it's a team. Yeah. I don't believe it's just one, but you know what? I don't know.
Games journalist, hold on. You should know these things.
I am not a games journalist. I am a commentator.
Semi-professional games enjoyer.
I'm a games enjoyer, correct. Okay, Subset Games are the people that made that, by the way, and it looks like they have not made anything since Into the Breach.
All right, here's the first boss battle. I gotta kill 15 things and then survive to the boss battle, and it's tough.
Okay, I'm seeing that. Right. Okay, and so you set up your guy. So you set everything up, and then it's like your team goes, their team goes.
Yeah. And
then you get another moment to set things up again.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So
I get it.
Yeah, like the main thing is. Yeah, you don't get to choose the abilities they use or anything. So it is an auto battle a little bit.
Okay.
So like I'll know that she is going to. I think she's going to use her melee attack only here because only that first square is marked. But if it was marked farther down, then I know she would do her shield throw.
Gotcha. Okay. So this is a mashup of so strategy, little roguelike, little auto battler, a little turn based. Okay, like this is a lot. There's a lot into it, and some really fun character designs, which I think is an important part of this because you do in games like these you do want to like your characters.
Yeah, good pixel art always makes these games better.
Just give me something fun to look at. Sir George Lucas, thank you for the bit border over on Twitch. Says, in the latest Adventures Now, you revealed a secret room with a mysterious portal in it. Please reveal where would have that portal taken our heroes. I cannot reveal it now.
Always trying to get spoilers.
They're always trying to get spoilers. The season is not over yet. Once the season is over and we do kind of like a little post-mortem and, we'll do like maybe make a special like talk back video or something like that, I will reveal where it would have gone. It's interesting, is what I will say. It would have been a very different season.
They do the thing where they just don't look at doors again.
Exactly.
How many secret areas have they passed over?
I put a secret area in almost every map. So every single map they have been on,
they've missed all of them.
They have missed, except for the ones that I opened for them, because an NPC needs to get in there.
They don't play enough video games where you got to look behind waterfalls.
Well, and I do understand it a little bit. We've talked about this before, where they don't want to slow down the the narrative too much, and so they don't want to spend time to like poke in every corner, which is fair. Speakeasy is wondering if there is a way to destroy squares, so either you or the enemies can't use it. So destroy squares or like set up different kind of terrain blocks for them.
Not that I've gotten yet. This is only the first set of maps, so I have no idea if that's in there.
Oh.
Oh god, here's the bosses. I'm in trouble now.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. Start placing your bets now. I think Nick's gonna beef it.
I lost my first guy. You get one chance to not die. So the mage just died.
Uh-oh.
But the guy, my god, whoever it is, reverse time. This King
Beef
Pope,
it.
King Beef Pope up here.
He's gonna beef it.
It looks like a Viking god that's also Egyptian.
Wait. That's too many. Let's see here. Hot Robin says, I never played XCOM. Think it's worth it in 2025? 100%. 100%. I think XCOM and XCOM 2, by the way. I think incredibly good strategy games.
I lost.
Did you die? Did you die? Oh, Nick died. Nick died. But that's okay, because that's the game.
I didn't get any upgrade things.
I think I was describing this to Jesse Galena the other day because he also is like wants to get into XCOM. Oh, sorry, Nick. Were you going to explain some of the game?
Real quick. This is the passive trees. So these are the upgrades you get that are permanent.
Gotcha.
And each character you can upgrade.
And how do you? I assume you buy them with those purple doobly doos.
Yeah.
And how do you get the purple doobly doos?
I think by killing things.
Yes, grind their bones into crystals.
Yeah.
Oh, great. But XCOM, the thing about XCOM, the lovely thing about XCOM is it is a strategy game, but because you get to kind of customize each of your characters, you do really fall in love with these randomly generated characters and like. What's that thing called, Nick, in video games where like a story happens in a video game, but it's not like the intended narrative. It's just like
storytelling.
Thank you. Emergent storytelling, where it's like, you know, you have a character on your XCOM team and they pull off a really lucky shot, and there's nothing you necessarily did or they necessarily did to get that shot. It was just a really lucky shot, and so that character now, like, you fall in love with that character a little bit. And the strategy is really good. It's really fun. It's, classic, just, fighting aliens. I think it's well worth it, and you can play it on almost any device. I think there's an iPad version.
There is. Yeah. When I was in Poland, I met a content creator that's like a big XCOM guy, and he creates campaigns with like players from his community. They basically send him in a character sheet of a character to create. And apparently they get quite angry if he lets them die sometimes.
And that's fair. It's good. I liked XCOM 2 as well. I think it was like, what was it called, Chimera Squad or whatever that one is. Didn't quite do it for me, but both XCOM 1 and 2 are well worth it. XCOM 1, really fun play. Really fun play.
So
and by the way, I was able to beat it. So. And I'm a pretty big dummy.
So this is Guards 2. I want you to do a Google search for me. Is there a Guards 1?
There has to be a Guards 1.
Well, I don't know. There was Goat Simulator 1 and then Goat Simulator 3. There was no Goat Simulator 2.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That doesn't sound right.
That's a thing.
Okay, there's a game called Guards. An online co-op fantasy first-person shooter, so I don't think that's that. Here's a game called Guards. Oh, this does look like. I review the game Guards is an indie strategy game where you only get one move per turn. Yeah, here's a game called Guards that looks very much like the first version of this game. I don't know.
It's probably the same developer too. I bet if you look closely.
I would. But wait. Well, first of all, there's a lot of games just called Guards.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. The art style difference between the first Guards and the second Guards.
Huh.
The first Guards art style is almost like minimalist claymation look, like not claymation, but you know the new way they did the Zelda.
Yeah, they're like
the
3D,
like
little
top
Chibli looking things.
Ghibli, yeah, a little bit like that. Who made this game?
Ow! Zombie punched me in the face. Or mummy.
So yeah, it is out. It's the Guards is available. It is apparently $4.99 on the Nintendo Store. So I'm having a hard time finding the. Oh, here it is. Is this it on Steam? This is it on Steam. Okay, Battle Cruiser Games. Very positive. You can buy it for $5, and it looks remarkably similar to Guards 2 as far as the gameplay is concerned. Very different art style.
You know what my when something is like $5 or less now, you know what my comparison is these days? Cheaper than McDonald's.
That's true. So would you rather play a game or have some chicky tendies, some chicky nuggies
that are like $10 now?
Chicky nuggies. By the way, okay, all right, Nick.
What?
Have you? Okay. Did you? How do I put this? Okay, so like I have children. And I took them to see a Minecraft movie.
Okay.
And afterwards, we were joking. And I want to say it was either like the day after or a little bit after we went to McDonald's. And McDonald's, had some Happy Meals. But they had very specific like adult Happy Meals because they knew that like grown-ass adults were going to want Minecraft toys.
Oh, no.
And so like we were joking around. And we did get one kind of like the three of us as a joke. But... the chicky nuggies, the McNuggets came with nether sauce.
Nether sauce?
Nether sauce, which is a spicy dipping sauce for your nuggets. And here's the thing, like don't make a big deal out of this.
I kind of want to now.
It's really good. It's really good sauce.
What's it comparable to?
It's almost like a mixture like a spicy barbecue, spicy honey mustard barbecue. Honey money. It's a spicy honey mustard barbecue-y kind of thing, but it's got a good amount of heat and a good amount of flavor. I actually, every time I go through McDonald's now, like these past few, this past month or so, I ask them if they have any nether sauce, and I've been hoarding it because like I'll just put it on stuff I make at home because I think it's good hot sauce. So I do have a cabinet that has a good handful of nether sauce in my house right now, and I don't want you to judge me. I wanted this to be a safe space.
The only thing I judge you for is not having a microwave.
You don't need a microwave. That's not a big deal. It's not as big a deal as it's made out to be. In any case, y'all.
It is for me. I can't remember the last time I went to a house that didn't have a microwave.
What do you need to make hot that fast? Nothing.
Everything.
Nothing.
This just shows you don't go out enough.
I cook my food at home. Yes. I very staunchly budget myself, Nick.
That's what a microwave is for, is budgeting food. Yeah, that's right.
You
Budget
Here's
your
the thing.
time. Uh-oh, old man died again. You keep dying.
Why are you killing my old man?
Keeps getting in the
You
way
keep-
of things flying at him.
Day 1, make 3 baked potatoes. It's great.
Wait, what? Where'd that
Day
come from?
1, you make 3 baked potatoes, and then day 2, you can take, the second baked potato, just heat it, smush it down a little bit, flatten it, heat it up in a frying pan. Now you got twice baked potato. Day 3, twice baked potato again. I've eaten 3 days and only spent $3. It's great. Depending if you can get your potatoes on sale, it's actually less. But you don't need a microwave. Microwaves are a tool of oppression.
What?
The microwaves.
Kami.
By the way, no. There's no specific reason why I don't have a microwave. I moved into my new house. It didn't have a microwave,
It's
and
just a fuck it.
basically it was just like, what do I need a microwave for? Oh, not really much. There is a space where I could put a microwave, but I just don't. And I haven't come across the one thing I do miss a little bit is microwave popcorn. I do miss microwave popcorn.
I like
But-
the taste of popcorn, but I hate popcorn.
Oh,
It just gets everywhere. It gets stuck in your teeth.
yeah.
It's annoying.
That's what floss is for.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta watch something Omar sent me.
Oh no. Stove popcorn. Stove popcorn. Yeah, stove popcorn is the way to do it. Can't take. You may not have a microwave, but you can't take the lazy out of lazy.
Oh, listen, sometimes I'll eat food cold that is supposed to be heated up, not because I am lazy. But no, it's fine. You don't need a microwave. I have an oven, I have a stovetop, and I have an air fryer. Like, you just don't need an oven or a microwave.
Let's get rid of your oven too. Go back
Just
to
get rid
go
of-
back to cooking over coals.
Once my children are like out of the house, when it's very rare that I have. Well, no, I make baked potatoes a lot. I love baked potatoes, Nick.
You know what you
Baked
can do
potatoes.
this in? You can get microwave baked potatoes.
That's not the same. It's not the same. I wonder if I can make them in the air fryer. Sir George Lucas, thanks for the bit border over on Twitch, says, what are some of the best phone and iPad games you've played? How do you feel about Apple products these days? That's 2 very different questions. The easy answer to best game right now is you can buy Balatro on iPhone and iPad.
I could see myself getting annoyingly addicted to this game on my iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty much any Uber ride I take now. I start playing Balatro on, and it's mostly because like lately it seems like all the Uber rides I get in start trying to talk to me about Trump, and I'm like, numbers, man. I don't
Put big headphones on and be like, nope.
Yeah. Like, just take me to the airport so I can leave the country.
Yep, I just do not want to talk to you about anything, sir or madam.
Yeah. It's like, I could put
Yeah.
solar panels on your house. Also, I like Trump. I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah. I don't have many games on my phone.
I don't either.
Is something I will say. I very specifically not downloaded Balatro because I know my legs would fall asleep and fall off my body on the toilet if I had Balatro on my phone. I would just never leave. I would never leave because I'd be playing Balatro. So that's okay, and that's okay. But you can get Balatro. You can get XCOM on your iPhone and iPad. Here's my go-to.
I can't imagine that being very fun. It'd be fine on an iPad on your phone.
iPad,
I don't think you
yeah.
can get it on your phone.
Oh, you might be right. iPad, yeah, it's not a bad experience. I have a game called Flip Flop Solitaire, and that's my go-to phone game. It's just a solitaire game with a couple different ways to play solitaire, and it's great. And you know what? It's great. Tommy Salty, Thanks for the tip over on YouTube. Nick, I don't throw potatoes at you because potatoes are needed to make vodka. And as the inventors of vodka, we respect our spuds. Nazwi.
Do you know the context of this?
I do not, and I'm hoping you explain it to me.
So when I was in Poland for that 11-bit preview event, went out with a bunch of content creators and the developers, and on our way back, and it was a little late at night, not too late. It was like midnight, maybe
Okay,
close to 1
that's
a.m.
late. That's late.
So
That's late.
I was talking with somebody, and then all of a sudden I hear a smack on a glass window right next to me. And I like look over, I'm like, what was that? And I look at the ground, there's a rolling potato. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? And then another one came flying at us. And these people were up in their apartment throwing potatoes at us down the street.
What? Well, wait. Were you being loud and obnoxious at 1 in the morning?
I wasn't being loud and obnoxious. Maybe other people were. But they kept throwing it at me. I think it was because of my Red Wings hat.
Oh.
I don't even know if Polish knows what Red Wings are, but
Probably not. I can't. I think it would be very unusual if someone from a different country paid attention to American hockey. But I guess strangers. I know Americans that pay attention to European soccer, or football.
but that was a first experience for me, having potatoes thrown at me.
By the way, you know what that is? That's free dinner, friend. That's free dinner.
Try to take those back through customs. Why do you have all these potatoes? Well, people were just giving them to me.
People throw them at me, and I don't waste food.
Yeah.
I go.
Got a ration,
I
man.
go flipping hard on baked potatoes. I love a baked potato
Loaded?
so much.
Loaded or plain?
Here's something I tried last night that I need to figure out a better ratio for it. But I put cottage cheese on it.
Okay.
Loaded it. So like it's salted, peppered, and rosemary on the outside during the baking process. Obviously, you poke holes in it, you cover it in olive oil, salt, pepper, rosemary. Bake it, about an hour ish, depending on the size of the potato. Then you cut it open, you put some little slits in it, put some butter on it, cottage cheese on it, then a bunch of pepper, Frank's hot sauce, and some chili flakes. Something's cooking in there.
Yeah, your brain
It
cells.
was. No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because cottage cheese is just, salty, cheese chunks. It's great.
Salty. What a great way to describe it. Salty cheese chunks.
It's just salty cheese chunks. It's great. I think
and
I probably
blue cheese
put
is moldy cheese chunks.
too much cottage cheese. Maybe I think I needed a little. I needed something brighter. I need like something to brighten it up, and so I was hoping the hot sauce would do that. But
just the color of it bothered you.
No. I'm sorry. Flavor-wise,
okay.
brighten it up.
Okay.
Like it needed like an acid. It needed a citrus or an acid or something to brighten up the flavor, not the color. I really liked the Frank's Red Hot on cottage cheese. That color looked good, but I like that. In any case,
do a potato with creme fraiche.
Ooh, a little creme fraiche, a little sour cream, obviously. Usually, my go-to is just butter, salt, and pepper. Like
That's normal.
Gobs of butter. You don't need anything else. You don't need nothing else.
Think the weirdest food thing is just Marty won't mix his meats, and it bothers me.
Won't mix his meats.
Yeah, like he won't have bacon on a burger because it's mixing meats.
Yeah, that's unusual. That's unusual.
It's not unusual. It's just wrong.
Some people are pickier eaters than others, and that's just something you have to accept. But
No, I don't.
Bacon. I don't even think of bacon as a meat. I think of it just as a flavor.
Candy.
Right, exactly. It is just like you put bacon on things to make them better in general.
This I'm sure you have one by you, but there's a restaurant called First Watch by me. And
oh yeah, the breakfast place.
yeah, but they have candied bacon where they put maple syrup on it, and I think like actual like flaky brown sugar. Oh
yes, that's great. That's beautiful.
So good.
Bacon is a beautiful meat. We got over bacon for a little bit because everyone was making such a big deal out of it, but it's still wonderful. It's still wonderful.
If you go to Canada and they hand you bacon and it's just ham, it's, blasphemy. Like that burn at the stake kind of stuff going on there.
That is incorrect. That is a fallacy. We call it Canadian bacon. Canadians don't consider that bacon. They just call it ham. Their bacon is our bacon.
Popular culture lied to me.
Yes, popular culture lied to you. I don't know why we call ham Canadian bacon when it's just ham. It's so silly. It's so silly. Koragia says stove popcorn is far superior to microwave popcorn. Dump kernels in hot wok with some oil, put a splatter cover on top, shake occasionally, poppity, poppity, poppity. Check out BDG's pepcorn video. I don't know what BDG is, but I will look up pepcorn video.
I know you bros Instagram and TikTok. Have you seen those videos?
I do not browse TikTok.
Sorry,
I don't.
Instagram. I know you browse Instagram.
I'm on Instagram every once in a while. I no longer something you should know. I no longer have social media apps on my phone.
Ooh.
And so what I have discovered is browsing Instagram on Chrome not nearly as satisfying.
Yeah, you can't just like sit there on the toilet. And
you can't doom scroll, which is what I'm hoping to accomplish. But I'm on Instagram every once in a while.
So there's these guys are actually on YouTube. I just found them through Instagram. So there's like these two like country boys that try these foods that like their audience recommends them, and it's usually something like super disgusting. And this one guy, the one of the guys like just has a unstoppable gag reflex. Basically, anytime something comes near him, he starts gagging his ass off. But it's so funny. It's like it doesn't make you want to gag with them because it's so like over the top.
Ugh.
Somebody in our chat will know which YouTuber I'm talking about. It's funny as fuck.
My screen time was becoming far too high because your phone every Sunday tells you what your average screen time is, and mine was getting way too high. So I deleted all social media off of my phone. I haven't banned social media, but like if I have to like get out my laptop or come up to my office to browse social media, what I find is I browse it significantly less.
Yes,
which is good for everyone. Let's see here.
It did not change. Just kidding.
It did not change this time. Sussy Guru, thanks for the tip over on YouTube, says, do you call that part of your pantry containing the nether sauce the nether region? I do now, Sussy Guru.
Got to put a sign on it.
Welcome to my nether region. Let's see here. Mirth D over on Twitch. You can candy your own bacon by baking your bacon with brown sugar and spices sprinkled over top. Hell yes. I mean, just putting syrup on bacon, you're halfway there.
Yes.
Completely living on a prayer. It's so great. It's so great. Pure Pyro over on YouTube says The Wizard 1989 for Phoenix Tier Movie Night. Interesting. I bet a bunch of our contributors have not seen that movie. The Wizard, one of the the famous movie that introduced the world to the Power Glove and Super Mario Brothers 3.
I'm gonna be in trouble.
You are in trouble. So what's the strat here? Can you move your characters up, or do they have to stay where they're at?
They stay in those two rows.
Okay.
I mean, it really wouldn't matter if I moved them up or not. But the problem is, I gotta kill this boss in the back, but I gotta get through all these guys first. And after I kill him, these two are going to become movable. So I have to try and do as much damage as I can to them while they're still not active.
Gotcha.
While continually giving my players health back. But old man down here has some dementia and keeps forgetting to do it. Shit.
Turn their bones into gems. Pure Pyro. Basically, what I'm saying is, I don't know who gets to pick the next Phoenix Tier movie night, but I like that idea. Just as a heads up for anyone on our Patreon, once a month we do a Phoenix Tier movie night in which we watch live a random movie with our Phoenix Tier patrons, and it is always very, very interesting. Last month we watched Kung Fu Hustle, which was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
This boss makes me angry because he can just sit behind all of his guys and attack me like a coward.
I mean, yeah, he wants to win.
I don't want him to win.
Captain President, holy moly. A big Captain President, I believe, just crossed our funding goal threshold for 8 more hours.
To go.
Huh?
We still got 500 to go. They got us to 3,000.
Got us to Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. My Discord thing is blocking that in my view. But Captain President, a large chunk to make it 3,000 even for 8 more hours of Nick playing Japanese battling cage sim with a dash of dating a nurse. Thank you, Captain President. What is Persona 5?
Persona 5.
Nick. Why would you do something?
I'll finish it eventually.
What? Oh, Sir George Lucas. Sir George Lucas is commenting on Persona, and I don't understand so much. I cannot. Persona games are too much for me. I just cannot.
Ugh.
That is beautiful.
So
yeah, Nick. Oh, okay. Oh, and here I can move my thing. Now I can see it. Only $500 away from Nick playing 8 more hours of Persona 5, like in a row, or an 8-hour stream.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
Insane.
I'm the only one cool enough on Second Wind to do streams that long.
Insane.
How do I get?
You're the only one. I would just get tired.
Oh, I get very tired. Oh yeah, I have a coffee next to me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to win. I can't get enough upgrades to kill this guy.
You have to win.
Bump the difficulty down.
You have to win.
I need my rewards.
Might I recommend winning?
I don't recommend getting a microwave.
You don't need one. What's the thing you need a microwave for?
This is America. You have to have a microwave.
Gotta
get that radiation poisoning.
Pitch me. What do I need a microwave for? Why is it necessary?
For next time I'm at your house. Yeah, you can't beat that.
Even if I got a microwave, I would remove it before you got here.
I'll just burn my own.
Just to mess with you. Just to mess with you. There's no, because you need something hot. You put it on the stovetop or in the stove.
Yeah, I don't need a microwave. I need whatever that pizza place by you is called. I need those calzones again.
Oh, baby. Oh, don't worry. That pizza place isn't going anywhere. Yeah. It is great.
It's a good thing I don't live where you do, because I would be incredibly fat. I live dangerously close to 2 pizza places that are absurdly good. And then within driving distance of 3 more pizza places that are absurdly good. The pizza place that I love, I don't know why we're talking about so much food. It's only 3:00 and I'm not that hungry. But
maybe I'm hungry.
You're always hungry.
I am.
The pizza place that I love, it's called Buffalo State Pizza. If I want it, I either have to go downtown for it, or they added a new one, but it's in my airport behind security. Weirdly enough, though, I can DoorDash from that, but I don't understand how that works because you have to have a plane ticket to get through security.
I wonder if they have,
unless they have like drivers there.
They might have like a back door where the drivers can get in. That's really weird. That's really weird. Backdoor airport, yeah. That's very unusual.
When I was flying back from Poland, I don't know if you saw this news story. I think it was at an airport. I think it was at Chicago O'Hare. Or no, it wasn't Chicago O'Hare. I don't remember what airport it was at. But a DoorDash driver got lost and somehow ended up on the tarmac of the airport. And was driving around the airport tarmac for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, how would you not realize you're lost when there's fucking planes taking off next to you? Like, what are you doing here? Like, yeah, but maybe I made a wrong turn somewhere.
Amazing. Just amazing.
More crazy that it took like the police like 15 minutes to even notice the guy was driving around on the tarmac.
You know, they got other things to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Jack's gonna ban Nick from his house. No, I'm just gonna remove my microwave so Nick feels unwelcome. We all ate wonderful food and anything that needed to be heated up was heated up when you and Jesse were here. I don't understand the anti-micro hate.
It just shocked me. Because that was when I was in trouble for social media, so I got to Jack's house and I did his dishes for him.
That's right. That was your penance.
I learned my lesson.
I made extra dishes.
Yeah. Had to do all his kids' dishes. Your kids eat a lot of fucking food.
Bowls. They go through so many bowls. I don't know why.
Bowls and cups. Kids use like a lot of that's
bowls.
The thing with kids. Like kids don't reuse cups. They always have to use a new cup.
It's amazing.
As soon as I became an adult, I stopped doing that.
Yeah. Agree. Hard agree. Let's see here. Karaga says, Jack, are you going to hoard the nether sauce and sell them 20 years later as a collectible McDonald's items? God. No, I'm going to eat it because I enjoy eating it. I do think it's weird that for people who do that.
What was that for? They like it was put on
Szechuan
eBay.
Sauce.
Yeah, the Szechuan sauce. Yeah,
the Szechuan sauce after the Rick and Morty episode talking about how good it was. And then people had it, and they were like, it's fine.
That should have been the moment that we knew society was really going downhill.
You know, once we get nostalgic for Szechuan sauce.
I still heavily judge people that think McRibs are good.
Right?
Those things are disgusting.
Like, not just disgusting, Nick. It is shockingly bad. Like... It's so bad. It's to the point where you like question whether or not other people are human. Like,
how do you like fat? They're just fat ribs.
It's fat with the sweetest barbecue sauce, and it's like, you know, we all have different tastes. Some people will, you know, turn their nose up at McDonald's in general. I am not of that mindset, but it's like the McRibs. Holy gosh, moly.
Captain President's McRibs used to be better. I don't believe you. I remember having one as a kid and think it was disgusting.
I think the McRib is one of those things where like people only like it because it's rare. Like McDonald's was in on this like loot box bullshit decades ago, right?
Oh my god, McDonald's is the reason for the games industry.
Think about it. Like in like multiplayer games where they have like random drops, people will wear the ugliest shit because it's rarer. And it's the same with the McRib. McDonald's just made it rare, and people love it.
There's a video essay title on that. Loot boxes came from the McRib.
This Friday's Unpacked. I just wrote it for you, Nick. You're welcome.
Yeah, I think I might need some drugs before I write that one.
All right. Hear me out here. The McRib was the first loot box.
The McRib created Bobby Kotick.
Yeah. I remember us. We did a bunch of research into a video. Back when we were still kind of figuring out, like we wanted to do a video kind of on the DLC and on like microtransactions, and like the horse armor from Oblivion, all that fun stuff. And like it truly did. Like the start of it, of course, was the arcade system. Was just like, give me a bunch of small amount of money in the arcades. The arcades in the 70s and 80s were a $1 billion industry. And then like the idea for that kind of microtransactions literally came from cell phone purchases. People spending 20 cents to download a ringtone on their cell phone. And someone at Microsoft was like, we got to get in on this. Like kids spending pennies, but spending so many pennies on so many little things that we are gaining a huge revenue. What game studio will make us a thing? And Bethesda said, I will take money. And so like it literally did like come from this very organic place of and anyway, I don't know why I suddenly remembered that. I just remember Yahtzee and I doing a bunch of research into microtransactions.
Yeah, for a slightly something else topic. I think you had to defend microtransactions.
That might be it.
Or a slight Civil War.
That might be it. Oh, that's right. That could be it.
The grandpa is the weak link of my squad.
It sounds like you're not utilizing grandpa to his fullest potential, Nick. Whose fault is it? Yours. Jack's Conspiracy Bunker would be a fun show. Microwave. I do have a genuine made up conspiracy that I'm trying to get started, which is that pillows are unnecessary and they restrict blood flow to your brain, and they were instituted by the elite to keep the masses dumb. This is not a real conspiracy thing. This is something that I made up, but it sounds just real enough. We're like, pillows, man. If you think about it, pillows aren't necessary. When our ancestors were Neanderthals, they didn't have pillows, and they had the greatest, eureka moments of our species. Now it's not happening so much anymore. You know why? Pillows, man.
It's like people trying to justify not brushing their teeth because Neanderthals didn't do
it. Exactly. In any case, that's made up conspiracy theory, but just close enough. Sir George Lucas, thanks for the bit border over on Twitch, said, spill the beans, Nick. What physical 4K releases have you been buying lately?
No.
Physical media.
I don't know if I haven't really bought any super recently. I think Gladiator 2, and I kind of regretted it. That was a bad movie.
Yeah. Why would you buy it? Like, it looks fine.
I liked the first Gladiator.
Well, then buy Gladiator.
I already
Ultra
did. HD. I'm way ahead of you.
Based on a recommendation from Jesse Schwab, I recently got the Super Mario Brothers movie on Ultra HD, which has the an entire director's cut that is a work print of the movie, fully restored to HD. So like, none of the effects are in there. Like, they still have wires on them when they jump. Like, nothing is.
Are you talking about the live action one?
The live action, yes.
There's
the
a
Bob
4K
Hoskins
release of that.
Oh yeah, and it looks gorgeous. Oh yeah.
I know what 4K release I will be buying is Kingdom of Heaven is getting a 4K release.
Oh, nice. It also has
movie.
It has a little post-mortem documentary talking with some of the directors, producers, and actors about like why they think the movie failed, and it is a fascinating watch. Fascinating watch. It actually led me to find Super Mario Brothers, one of the very first video game movies, if not the first video game movie adaptation. No one knew what they were doing. Nobody played the game. Nintendo didn't know what they were doing, so they just gave the rights away. Like Disney and Paramount were like trying to get the Super Mario Brothers movie, but they were talking to Nintendo of America, whereas this small little production company flew over to Japan and talked to Nintendo of Japan directly and said, hey, these other guys aren't flying out to meet you. I did. Let me make your movie. And Nintendo said okay for some reason. Dumb. So, Nick, the original script of the Super Mario Brothers movie was described as Pee-wee's Big Adventure meets Blade Runner. And the original script, the script that sold the movie, got them Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo and Dennis Hopper, is full of swears. Bowser has violent sex with someone. Consensual sex. Violent consensual sex with someone. There are prostitutes everywhere. It is a mess. It's a fine read if you want to read the script, but thinking about it in the context of a Super Mario Brothers movie is hilarious. And then to boil down the problems with that movie production wise was this script is what they sold the movie on, and so they started building the sets, they started hiring the actors, they started doing all the things, and then after they had built all of the sets in a cement factory in North Carolina, they realized that they needed to make their movie family friendly.
Jeez.
And so then they started Frankensteining, and the script got a rewrite and another rewrite and another rewrite, and actors were getting new pages day of shoots, and then they had to cobble it together in editing because for some reason these brilliant people didn't realize that kids would want to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's amazing. It's amazing the depth of stupidity in people.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's just sad.
Now they just make slop, and I don't know which is better.
I'll take it. Meet the Spartans over an AI generated movie any day.
Oh well. Ooh. Whoa. Ah.
Yes, I just tricked you into having to defend Meet the Spartans. You're welcome.
Damn it, you did. Oh, you bastard. I'm leaving the stream. I can't. No, that's...
Got him. Checkmate.
Okay, that's fine. You are correct. I will agree with you that Meet the Spartans is only better than AI. And only better than that. Yeah, but now we get slop, which is just all the things thrown up on screen, and I definitely prefer the swing and the miss over the bunt, if that makes any sense. Because that's what slop is. Slop is a very safe bunt, and a big hearty swing and a miss is definitely more exciting. Ugh. But it was wonderful to watch the movie. I did watch it with my kids, who liked the new Mario movie because they're children, and so but they're getting older now, and so I can show them this thing is this is all we had for video game movies, and they laughed a lot at how bad it was, because it is bad. Let's see here. Tommy Salty over on YouTube says, Nick, how much did Persona 5 P5R? I'm assuming that's Persona 5.
Yeah, Persona 5 Royale.
Persona 5 Royale. Gotcha. Improve your dating skills. Oh, Nick, you putting Persona to use in real life.
It reduced them because I only see things in numbers now. And I only respond to people that just give me experimental medical drugs.
Right? If it's anything women love, it's transactions. Just give them things and they'll like you.
No,
Give them more
no.
things and they'll-
She has to give me things.
What?
Yeah, the doctor in Persona 5 experiments on me with drugs,
Oh, ew.
and I signed up for it.
Oh, because that makes you date her?
Uh,
Them?
I mean,
Him?
I don't know if it makes you date them, but it makes me more powerful when I go into dungeons.
Then what's the point? I thought I've heard Persona 5 be described as a dating sim with a little bit of dungeon crawling.
I don't know. There's a you'd have to ask Marty about this because there's some questionable things happening in that game. Like you're only a high schooler, and there's like a
Yeah.
adult journalist like trying to entrap me.
Yeah, you know that anime style always gets a little borderline here and there,
A little.
just a little.
Definitely nothing unethical about selling drugs to teenagers.
Anyway, Sussy Guru
YouTube.
2000.
It's completely unethical. Don't ban me.
The Sussy
Quit
Guru
killing
2000.
Oh,
Thanks for the tip over on YouTube. Says the only thing I use my microwave for is reheating food, but what you really need is an electric kettle. Agreed. And I do have an electric kettle. I actually have 2 electric kettles. I have one regular electric kettle just for everyday use, and then I have one gooseneck electric kettle for more precise hot water pouring.
Sovereign says that's just anime, Nick. There is no age of consent in the anime. I don't believe that's true.
I guess what we're saying is there should be.
Maybe there should be.
Over on Twitch, Sir George Lucas, a reminder that the community paid thousands and thousands for Nick to stream all of Dark Souls 2, including DLC. Sniff, sniff.
That was back
Nick?
at The Escapist. That money didn't go to us.
Nick, do you need to pick up your Dark Souls 2 stream?
I'm in danger.
I have finished, since you've started that stream, I have finished Dark Souls 2 7 times.
That's because.
I have
How do you have
problems.
time to
Yes,
do that with kids? don't
I
even
do. I
time to
have
do that.
problems.
Yeah,
I
but
wake up.
You
I wake up
what,
very
gay?
early. I
And
wake
you play
up
games
very
in the
early.
morning. Oh my god!
I do actually. Yeah.
I don't play. I can't play games in the morning.
You're not a morning person in general.
No, I'm not. And Jack knows this from our meetings.
If Nick's scheduling a meeting, it's not going to be an early meeting. Yeah, I wake up very, very early, even on weeks where I don't have the kids. And so, like, it's what do you do? Like, I'm up at 6 in the morning, and I usually start work at like 7 or 8. So it's like, yeah, I'll play a game for a little bit.
No, I'm in trouble.
That's how I get through my games. I've gotten through Oblivion, the Oblivion remaster. Mostly playing in the morning, just a couple hours every morning. Then you get to work, and sometimes I'll get to play at night if I'm lucky. But most of my game time is in the morning.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm a morning person.
No microwave gaming in the morning.
Gaming in the morning.
I feel like I learn something new about you every day that I like less and less.
We're different people. That's okay. No, like I really like it. Have my coffee, start gaming, just kind of get into stuff. And then like I still get to work by 8 or 9 in the morning, and it's extra time. It's just extra time. It's great. It's great. Captain President says
Fuck
Nick
this
likes Donnie.
boss. Keeps just smacking me with fire. Come up here and fight. Grandpa can't reach you from back there.
Grandpa, do you have a heavier hitter where you can take out more of these minions?
No.
No.
I'm getting murdered.
Sounds like a skill issue. Captain President says Nick likes Donnie Darko. You can buy
I've never even seen
S
Donnie
Darko on 4K. Oh, don't buy S Darko.
Don't kill kill my grandpa.
Cade says, "Hey Jack, I'm going to fly out and pitch you a comic book." Cade, I don't make comic books. That would be a terrible idea. You can pitch me a comic book, and then I'll say, "Wow, that's neat." I can't help make that in any way.
Okay, that's not how you prepare for Shark Tank.
Right? Right.
Murder.
One of these days, I do want to play the Dark Souls 2 DLC. I generally don't care for Souls DLC because I just think it's too dang hard.
Have you tried any of the like overhaul mods?
Usually not. Like, like, they all do weird things, and it's like I just like the game. I still haven't played the game all the times all the ways I've wanted to play it.
Ugh, I hate this guy so much.
Like I got the Archstones mod for Dark Souls 3 and played that a little bit, and it's fine. It's fine, but it's too different.
No.
It's too. Whoa. Let's see here.
I'm on easy mode and I still can't beat these guys. I suck.
Damn.
But they're not. I either I'm missing something or I can't get more upgrade points, which is screwing me. Because you have to complete different maps, but I've already got the rewards for this map, so I can't get more points.
And you can't choose another map?
No. I have to
You might be missing what I'm assuming is you are missing a core element of strategy. Where I'm assuming there's some sort of mechanic in which you might have like kind of glossed over because we're streaming, which happens a lot, in which like will really help you defeat this boss if you do like, oh, I didn't know I could move my front line to all one square or something like that,
No, I need these gems to upgrade things, but I can't upgrade anything because I can't get more gems.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's your fault.
100% my fault. I take full responsibility. Pure Pyro says, Jack, where can I find a bad movie called Old Man? Oh, it's been a while since I've seen Old Man. Old Man. There's a really, really bad horror movie called Old Man. Us at Red Letter Media found it. It was like a DVD collection, and I don't think it's on streaming in any fashion. Just kind of like one of those like micro budget horror movies. No budget horror movies. And I don't know if it is something you can watch right now. But and as much as I am in favor of preserving media, that's one of those where it's like if it left the universe, it might be fine. Not the 2022 film. This is much older than 2022.
I started a new save so that I can do different upgrades.
Oh, maybe.
We're gonna beat that boss before the stream is over.
Okay.
Because now I'm upset.
Okay, you do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. Let's see here. Sir George Lucas, Nick, you are now 30. And that makes you wise and old, just like Jack. Yeah, welcome to being old. Share some tips about becoming a house owner. No one wants mold in their shower corner.
It's a good question. Yard work. You should actually do it. It becomes untenable very quickly the longer you put it off.
That's fair. I like that. That's a good bit of advice. Keep up with your yard. The biggest enemy to your house and this is universal. The biggest enemy to any house is moisture.
Yep.
Water
That's why
anywhere.
I just replaced my windows.
Yep.
Also, windows are fucking expensive.
Windows are super expensive, dude. Windows are super expensive.
Sliding
Roofs,
doors, aka door walls, are really expensive.
Door walls, as some call them, in some parts of the country, are really expensive.
You know door walls too?
You said that during a meeting.
Oh, okay.
That's where the joke came from.
Oh, right. But yeah, Yahtzee was the one being mean about it. You live close enough to Michigan. I figure you would have heard it.
No, door walls is not a thing that has ever been part of my vocabulary.
That's what I remember we looked up in the meeting. It's like in the only section of the country is where I lived in this very small section of Michigan that they call it door walls.
They called sliding doors door walls. Nick said this very casually in a meeting once, like, "Oh, I'm getting a new door wall," and we had to stop the meeting to mock him, which I think is appropriate. That's appropriate use of company time. So,
yeah. I forget where I said it. I think it was in the Discord the other day. Somebody was asking about the premium channels. Like, yeah, those are the channels that people pay for to bully me behind the scenes.
Mild bullying. I
don't earn that with my trolling or anything.
So yeah, moisture. So like it's really about like the biggest thing you need to pay attention to is, you know, if your basement has water, your gutters. Your gutters are some of the most important pieces to your house as they move the water away from your house. Incredibly important.
Another health tip: homeowners associations are annoying as shit.
100%. Stay away from them if at all possible.
Have to call them if I want to make a change to my front yard to like put a tree in or something. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
you're just gonna tell me yes anyways.
Or they'll tell you no and be real mean about it.
That's true.
But water. Keep an eye on your water levels. Check your basements often. Just like go walk around in your basement. If you live in an area that gets rain, like water is the enemy to your house. That's about all I got. That's my big takeaway. Only because I think I have to get new gutters for my garage. So that's what I'm thinking about at this moment in time. One moment.
I just had to go and unwrap vines off my water pipe outside.
Ooh, ew.
Vines are annoying.
Vines can be annoying.
And they're tough, too. Like, you can't just rip them off. Like, those shit, like, I needed, like, a knife to cut it off.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, I should be more like Jack and just carry a pocket knife in my pocket all the time.
It is genuinely surprising to me that people don't, like, there are so many times during the day in which I need to cut stuff open. I can only imagine that's everybody. That's everybody. No, we all have things where it's like, just tearing open this packet of seasoning if I only had a knife on me. Oh, wait, I do. Opening a delivery box. Oh, yeah, I can, like, always carry a knife on you. Always. A knife, a pen, and a notebook. That's what you need on you at all times.
I'm just glad I got my house when I did, because I do not envy people that are trying to do the housing market right now. It was bad when I got a house 2 years ago. I think I told you I put my offer in and I got it that night.
Oh yeah, it's like
nuts.
You know, the market's always crazy. It gets better, it gets worse. It's always crazy.
Yeah, there are many days where I'm like, I kind of wish I had an apartment still.
Right.
But then I remember the neighbors I had and all their kids running above me. I was like, nope, I do not miss an apartment.
You can lose the neighbor lottery real dang fast.
Oh, I lost the neighbor lottery every apartment I ever had.
Over in YouTube they said Murasaki said, I just inherited an unmaintained house in Florida. Vines growing through the walls. Well water is red and smelly. Lots of electrical problems, including aluminum wiring. Friend, I'm so sorry. Florida is the wettest of states. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew, I'm so sorry, but good luck on all that. Let's see here. Sir George Lucas says, when Nick streams Persona, I should counter stream 8 hours of my Johnny Guts run. That's fair.
Guts? What's that?
Oh, it was an idea I was throwing around there as a stream option when after I beat Lords of the Fallen, which is like, I've never played through the Dark Souls series using the Ultra Greatsword, like the Guts sword. Which, of course, from the comic book Guts that Dark Souls is based off of. Everyone knows this, that Miyazaki really likes the comic book Guts. And so the famous sword from Guts, as wielded by the titular Johnny Guts, makes an appearance in every Dark Souls game. Though what I will say is I started a test run in Dark Souls 1, and the Ultra Greatsword in Dark Souls 1 is wimpy. It is not the Guts sword at all. It is very, very wimpy. So there you go. Interesting Jack fact. Yeah. I hope Jamate can hear me in the ether. Speakeasy says, not even the old hunters when I was talking about DLC. Like, I've beaten the Dark Souls DLC, and I've beaten the Bloodborne DLC, and I've beaten the Dark Souls 3 DLC. I just didn't care for them. And actually, I don't know if I thinking about it, did I ever beat Promised Consort Radahn? I don't know if I beat the Elden Ring DLC.
You're going to go back to Lies of P when the expansion comes out because they're adding difficulty options?
Nope.
Oh.
I just didn't care for it. I didn't care for the world, and I didn't care for Timothée Chalamet. I want to make I want to role play. I want to make a character, I don't want to play as their character. That's a thing that I like about those games, is like making a character and then making decisions on what equipment I use based off of that character. So no, I probably won't go back to it. This is no hate towards it. It's just a personal preference.
All right,
and that's okay.
I'm back on the boss run with my freshly updated characters.
You got this.
I still don't think I do, but we'll see.
Nick will read his game. Jack will stream gameplay. A lot of reading in Persona. That's good.
Yeah. That's
too much.
That's what I loved. That's what I loved about Clair Obscur. There wasn't a ton of reading in it, and just the great combat. I understand the story of Persona's really good, but I need to stay awake when playing my games.
And sometimes you're into that story. Sometimes the story is really engaging, and sometimes you don't care about it. And yeah.
I wish I was like Marty, where I could get really into the character relationships and all that.
Yeah,
but I guess it's just I don't.
And that's okay. Personal preferences. Murasaki says, yeah, micro is quick, but you can really cook portions of chicken, steak, biscuits, etc. in a toaster oven. Best appliance for single people. Toaster oven's great. An air fryer, oh boy, life-changing. If you haven't seen, is it Technology Connections, who did their video on air fryers and how really it's just a hot plate with a fan. They just call them air fryers. They're not air frying anything. But they are just significantly more efficient ovens because they are so small and they circulate air. Which is it's incredible how well air fryers work. My air fryer inside is even dishwasher safe, it's basket. So it's this is beautiful. Air fryers for the win, in my opinion.
Boss time.
Okay, You've respect.
Have.
Technology connections. Yes, technology. I think that's. Hold on, let me look that up. Technology connections, YouTube. Yeah, technology connections. They first of all, just some phenomenal videos in general, just on random tech-inspired subjects. A great breakdown of how VCRs work. If you are interested in the deep, incredibly complicated mechanics of VCRs, they have a wonderful video. But they just did one on air fryers and broke down why they're so wonderful, even though they have a stupid name. Filthy and Free says, I have a microwave, but don't have a dishwasher. Thoughts, Jack? Get a dishwasher. It's worth it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Here's why a dishwasher is worth it. One, even
it washes
with
your dishes.
Even with the energy cost, the electricity cost, it uses so much less water than you would use by hand washing each of those dishes. Even if you have a very small load of dishes, a dishwasher will use significantly less water. And the amount of power it uses is relatively negligible. And of course, yeah, time. It's just, that's time. Time in your life, friend.
Time is your biggest resource.
Time, that's the only thing we all got, friend, is time, and man, it goes. Like, so yeah, if you have the space for a dishwasher, I think that is you don't got to go fancy with it to get a fancy dishwasher. In fact, I can't. Here's a weird fact about me, Nick.
Just one?
Just one. Here's just one for today. One, I really like that nether sauce. No. Two, I have an issue with touch sensitive appliances.
Why does that not surprise me?
They don't work for me.
Do you have like super cold skin?
I don't think so. Maybe. And so when I had to get a new dishwasher for this new house, and when I went to go buy one, it was actually relatively difficult for me to find a dishwasher that didn't have touch buttons, that had actual buttons. Yeah. And I actually had to bring them like a doctor's note to be like, touch buttons don't work for my stupid fingers. Thank you, Sir George, because I did want to talk about that. And so I luckily though, like the dishwashers that don't have touch buttons are the cheapest of ones, and it works just great. It has no smart features whatsoever. It just has a wash cycle. That's all you need. Get yourself a dishwasher.
Like,
if you can.
You see those news reports that like they're starting to get rid of like the touch screens for cars again because people prefer buttons.
Good. I hate touch screens for cars. It's stupid, Nick. It's stupid. If you're driving, I want haptic feedback. Like I want to like turn a dial without having to look at it. But with a touch screen, you always have to look at it. I hate those stupid things. Sir George Lucas does remind me, though, he wanted to talk about, earlier he did a bit border asking about mobile devices, mobile games, and also mobile devices themselves. And I've been a lifelong Apple enjoyer. I used to be a hardcore Mac fanatic. I wouldn't touch a Windows computer. Ew, how gross. I've since, changed my ways.
No.
And Windows is fine. Windows, though, is going the way of Apple with the ways in which they are cramming bullshit into my operating system. I do not like it. But I do feel like we have reached a bit of a stagnation with devices. Nick, how do you feel about that? I don't think our devices are getting notably better.
They're getting smaller again. Like the last time I went and got a phone, like the BlackBerry's coming back again.
Sure. Yeah.
All the devices got super big, and now they're going small again.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they'll get big again. But like, there's no fun changes anymore.
I think those foldable or the bendy phones are neat. I can't see the
incredibly
use
impressed.
for it.
See, in my head though, like a foldable phone, like especially one that kind of folds into a big square, would be perfect because then you still have a small enough phone to fit in your pocket for texting. You unfold it for content watching. Like, oh, okay, I just want to, prop this up and watch some YouTube. Now I got a nice big screen, but I don't need that all the time. Fold it up. I'm excited about foldables. I don't think the technology's there, and I don't think enough people are making them to make the technology worth it yet. But I'm excited about foldables in general. As someone who watches a shit ton of YouTube, I would love a bigger screen to watch YouTube on.
Interesting.
That's my take, but I don't think like I still think that's almost a lateral move. Like we haven't got once we got this big screen and brick, like it's been that
Well, yeah, they're all focused on AI now.
right? Great. That's gonna make all of our lives better. Bull hockey.
Did you see that news story I shared today? The guy was like, I forget what his name is Nick something, but he was like, if we have to ask creators to use their content to train our AI, it'll kill the AI industry overnight. And I was like, good.
It's so weird what happens when you have to pay people for their work, dickhead.
he's like it's not tenable to ask everybody to use their stuff. I'm like, then it's not a good business, is it?
That's the business.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna walk into an art gallery and just rip something off the wall and be like, it's
mine
not
now.
tenable if I have to pay for everything in my house and
Yeah.
walk away. Fucking asshole.
Oddball. Name was Nick Clegg,
Ah,
which apparently
yeah,
is a name that everybody knows. I've never heard of that guy before.
what a dickhead.
Yeah.
What a fucking
Facebook was saying the same shit. Like, yeah, we can't. Why should we pay people to use their work? I was like,
I don't know.
All
Why
right,
should
well,
we pay
I guess
for anything?
I guess I'm just gonna use AI to make a copy of Facebook's code. See how you like it,
Right? Well, it's so,
Take all your
it's,
money.
It's so like it's very telling how divorced from like commerce they are.
Yeah.
Like how once you get rich enough, you forget that you need to buy things, which is incredible.
I
like-
was just talking like the other day about like I used like the tech industry used to be exciting, and now it's just so cynical and greedy
Yeah.
and ugh. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Or maybe
it's starting
maybe it
to
was
eat
all
itself.
maybe it was always that way, and we just never really saw it until they all started posting on social media themselves.
I still think there is like genuine like joy in people like who are trying to like find the next thing, but I think they have skewed away from creativity and now are just into profit, and that's all they care about. They no longer care about making the next new thing. They just want to sustain profits, and making a new thing is costly and dangerous. No, it's stupid. It's so fucking stupid how Wait a minute. If I got to pay for every piece of food at the grocery store, that's not tenable for my like just say that sentence with any other piece of commerce and you would be laughed out of any place, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the brilliant minds in charge of AI. Fucking dicks. Fucking fuck.
We host your content, so we own it.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Everything's stupid. in the
This
world.
game.
All right.
I like this game a lot. I like the strategy of it. I do think some balancing needs to be done because I can't get enough upgrades to get through it.
Make it easier for Nick.
Oh, it's only like 86 megs. You can load it up, and I'll stream your play.
No, I will fail just as hard, I'm sure. Let's see here. So Siguru says there are small dishwashers you can put on your tabletop if you don't have space for a normal one. I got one of those, and it's great. That's true. Yeah, there's drawer dishwashers where like if you like it's like a half of a dishwasher that's a drawer. There are tabletop dishwashers, not energy costly and uses so little water. Does a great job at sanitizing your dishes. Highly, highly recommend. Veritas7AX over on YouTube. Jack, love all your work here and RLM. If you had to pick a Second Wind or RLM member to swap places, who would you pick? Excluding Rich Evans and Darren Mooney. Oh, I would want to swap with Darren so hard. He sees so many movies.
His head has to hurt with all that knowledge up there.
We are doing him a favor by giving him an outlet for how wise and smart he is. Like even someone like me, I've given up a bit on Doctor Who, just because life's too short and there was too much bad. There was too much bad along with the stuff that I really enjoyed. But his latest essay on like kind of what makes Doctor Who special and like what we're making these last few season specials and like the specials, like what makes it interesting is its connection to television as a medium. Was just like it almost is convincing me to watch Doctor Who again, which is like that's so powerful because I'm cynical as fuck. Darren's great. I don't want to swap places. I don't want a Freaky Friday with anyone. And it's like, am I swapping brains? I would love to understand how Yahtzee is able to accomplish so many things.
His work like annoys me.
It's phenomenal. I would just love to have the understanding of how his brain works, because he's able to accomplish so many things. So that's what I'll say. Squirtle Squad 420 said, I had a Z Fold broke in 4 months. The Wi-Fi chip and Bluetooth chip was right next to the folding part.
Oh.
Squirtle Squad. This is what I'm talking. I don't think foldable devices are there, but like that idea, Nick, that idea of like, I have something small for when I need small things and I have something big for when I need big things. That's a cool idea, right? That's a neat idea. I'm down.
I won't say that's what she said, but that's definitely what she said.
Right. I loved I still think hands down the best handheld was the Nintendo DS foldable. Beautiful.
Get this guy away from me.
We need foldable. Bring foldables back. Pure Pyro over on Twitch says, thoughts on Alex Garland directing Elden Ring movie. Yes, that was announced, Nick.
I know. I hope it's just like Green Knight and I'll be happy. I don't want talking. I don't need dialogue. I don't need quips. I just need cool visuals and good fights.
Like imagine if it was like Green Knight, but it wasn't boring as fuck.
Well, yeah. Obviously, there's cool monsters to fight.
I think Alex Garland is a phenomenal director. The thing I like about FromSoft games, obviously a lot of mood, a lot of atmosphere, a lot of vibes, and I think Alex Garland can nail that tone. I also, though, really like the action. And so
he did good action with Annihilation. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Adequate. He did adequate action.
The bear scene.
It was, you know what it was? Fine. It was fine. I think he's a great director. I think he is a director whom I trust to bring his vision across. So I think it's an not the pick I necessarily would have made, but a very interesting pick, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I died again.
Sir George Lucas says, time for the real questions. What are your honest opinions on Burger King?
Shit's dry and nasty.
Damn.
It's like microwave burgers.
Damn. Got to push that Whopper button. Got to make sure the Whoppers are coming out cold, Nick.
There's some foods
The Whoppers are coming out cold. You got to push the Whopper button.
there's some foods you don't microwave, and I think burgers are one of them.
I've never minded Burger King. I'll be honest with you. I enjoy a Whopper. I like their fries. They're not my favorite
What?
fries.
Their fries don't even have salt on them.
I like their fries. I like their chicken fries. Their chicken fries are great.
But those aren't fries. Those are chicken.
Chicken fries. They're great. I Burger King is not my first choice, and it's probably not even in my top 5 choices. If I'm going like strictly like drive-through fast food, I'm making several other stops before Burger King, but I'm not going to turn my nose up to a Whopper.
I will.
I'm not gonna be bougie about no Whopper. I'm okay with a Whopper. It's good. We watched on Red Letter Media years ago. At this point, I'm sure we watched a tape of a motivational speaker who was like talking to like Dairy Queen employees, and he was telling stories about working with the Burger King people. He's like, and I'm talking to the general manager of Burger King. And he's like, did you know that 75% of customers who order a Whopper get a cold Whopper? And I'm like, push the Whopper button. That was his advice, was push the Whopper button. Phenomenal video.
I still love all the conspiracy theories about why McDonald's ice cream makers never work.
No, they solved that one.
What was it?
There's a video about why they're it's because McDonald's wanted to go farm to table with their ice cream machines, and so their ice cream machines can only be fixed by certified repairmen that McDonald's needs to certify, and the repairmen need to pay McDonald's to be certified to then get paid by McDonald's to repair the ice cream machine, and it basically means no one wants to do it. No, McDonald's created their own problem. Is the very short version of it. Says a Guru over on YouTube says, funny how corpos are fine with piracy when they are the ones doing it.
Of course.
Duh. I'm sorry. You stealing from me? Fuck you. I steal from you. That's just business. Hugoo. Fuck them.
What do you think patents were created for?
Fuck them. I'm in a cranky mood apparently.
There's a lot to be cranky about right now.
There's a lot to be cranky about.
Like this boss.
You can do it, Nick. You have to beat it, or else we have to keep streaming. That's the rule you set. That's the rule you set. Old man yells. Yeah, I'm being a little bit of an old man. And here's the thing, like, Nick and I were talking about AI earlier, and AI is, in general, stupid. And the ways in which they want to implement AI is stupid. That being said, not all AI is worthless. Like, they are using AI in medical fields for like long-term research that would have taken decades is now taking weeks and months. That's great. Like, AI is being used for good things, but those things aren't profitable.
We've been using it for years because of Siri,
right? And so like AI, obviously, like a lot of our AI talk is talking about like how they're stealing art. Not all AI is the worst, because there are, like plastic, right? There are positive use cases for plastic. There's a lot of negative use cases for plastic. Same with AI. There are positive use cases. But stop it with the art. Stop it with AI art. It's so bad. It's so stupid. It's just like it was a fun joke a couple of years ago, and now everyone's taking it way too seriously.
It was definitely it was funny when people were making like goofy things with it. Now they're like, I'm gonna make a Marvel movie with this. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Also, why make a Marvel movie? Make like an art house movie if you're gonna do it. Marvel movies are already close enough,
right? Like, we're already getting corpo slop. Why make it sloppier? Why? Let's see here. Where are we? Well, Kuriga. I've worked in the tech industry for 15 plus years. It has always been starry-eyed, but since COVID, it's gotten increasingly dangerous. So I won't be surprised if we get .com bust 2.0 soon, Just don't lay me off, please.
You
Right?
get a layoff, and you get a layoff, and you get a layoff.
I really hope, I genuinely think, and I genuinely hope that we do hit this point in which they all realize that AI, no one really cares about AI, and you can't make it profitable. And so, like, all of this money that they keep pouring into AI will hopefully like implode a little bit.
Yeah, I was talking with somebody over on Twitter about it, and I was like, they're like, "Do you think AI is gonna be the future?" I was like, "When an AI movie makes more money than a Marvel movie, I will believe you."
That's fair. I think so.
And it's never
I
gonna
think-
happen because Hollywood won't let it happen for one. So unless you can figure out how to deliver it at home and make $300 million.
Right. It's, you know, that's the thing. Will general audiences go out to see a fully AI produced movie? And what are the costs? Like, what we know is like the energy consumption costs for making a 3-second AI video are astronomical. Like the amount of processing power and energy needed to make a mid-journey image through the roof. Now produce a whole movie? Like, I think the costs are going to severely limit what they can do, and I just want it to I just want it to go away. So many things that I just want to go away. Let's see here. The cure for crankiness? A Nutty Buddy. Always a Nutty Buddy. Fucking love Nutty Buddies. Frozen Socks 231 over on YouTube says, Jack, can you make up a joke that involves a mummy and a laundromat?
A mummy and a laundromat.
A mummy and a laundromat. So a mummy walks into a laundromat, and the laundromat owner says, "Hey, buddy, you were just in here. Why are you back now?" And the mummy says, "Oh, I forgot all of my wraps in the dryer." And the laundromat owner says, "Tut tut."
How much time's left on the stream? 20 minutes? Alright, good.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. For 5 seconds of coming up with it, I think that's pretty good.
Mummy walks into a laundromat, and the laundromat owner goes, "Where's your mummy?"
I'm sorry, is Jesse Schwab here? Where did that joke come from?
Yeah, I got his notebook in my back pocket.
A mummy.
I broke you.
Okay, so there's a mummy in a laundromat, but this mummy is fully nude. And all the other customers are looking at this mummy in the laundromat, just fully nude, sitting in the laundromat. And the other customers are like, "Mummy, what are you doing in here naked? What are you like? What?" And the mummy's like, "Well, I have to be naked. I'm washing my only things." And the people are like, "Well, you have to leave. This has to be done with now. What's in the dryer?" And the mummy goes, "That's a wrap." That's a wrap, because that has two meanings. It's the mummy wrap, but it's also he's done. And that's a wrap. It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
A mummy walks into a laundromat. You know, weird-looking businessman walks up to him and asks him if he'd like to be part of his pyramid scheme.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Mummy walks into a laundromat. And the laundromat owner is like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, the machines are over there." And the mummy says, "How much are the machines?" The laundromat owner says, "Well, they're $1 usually, but we do have a senior citizen discount if you're a Giza."
Kate Brockhausen said, "That's not a laundromat joke, though. Get the fuck out of here, gatekeeper."
You know,
back to your tomb.
Most of these are just mummy jokes that happen to take place in a laundromat. I'm trying to find a connection between mummies and laundromats. And so the way this works, the way you're supposed to, do puns and that kind of stuff, is you start like doing mind maps of like all the things you know about the thing. So like for mummies, that's easy. Raps, Egypt, Cairo, pyramids, tombs, sarcophagus, right? And then for laundromat, what do you have? You have washer, you have dryer, you have coins, you have baskets. Ooh, right. And so like I'm trying to find a match in between them. Ooh, right. Like the Nile is great, and like it's the Nile, but you could also say denial. So, but again, like that's more mummy jokes. There's not necessarily a connection between mummies and laundromats besides like the rap. Like a mummy was in a laundromat and accidentally put a black sock in with all of his white clothing, but he refuses to accept it. He's in denial.
Oh shit, I fucked up. I'm in denial. Dead.
Something about wearing linens. Yeah, the Giza one I was pretty happy with. I'll be honest with you. So what's the connection? What are more things in a laundromat that you could... dryer.
Gotta try one of the the spin cycle.
Ooh, okay. Oh, that's good. That's true. Spin, spin cycle, rinse, like rinse, tumble dry. And so like you just start to, when you are crafting a pun, and I do spend a good part of my other work week training myself to craft puns, and so you're trying to find these things that could eventually turn into a pun, right? Spin, tumble. I'm gonna think of this later, and I'm going to post about this somewhere.
This help Jackson be working on today now. Thanks, team.
This is. The question is...
Omar's going to hit you up later. Why is Avenger Night ready? No, sorry.
Right?
I was mummying around.
He already has episode 9. That's fine. I'm working on episode 10, which will probably be split into 2 parts, by the way.
Jeez.
So for any Adventurers Night enjoyers out there, episode 10 of Adventurers Night, the recording time is 4 hours and 40 minutes. Usually our recording time is an hour and a half. We recorded for 4 hours and 40 minutes. Most likely there will be 11 episodes of season 4 because we have to split that into 2. Let's see here. So what's the connection? Let's see here. A mummy walks out of a laundromat and a guy says, you're supposed to get out the clothes before dry cleaning. Yeah, that's pretty good. I will have free time. That's true. Yes. And by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, I will not be on the Rewind tomorrow because they're talking Star Wars and I refuse to watch any Star Wars. And I will not be on my normal Thursday stream as Marty and Darren are taking that over to play and discuss The Last of Us, and I am The Last of Us not disenjoyer. So,
not disenjoyer.
I am a disenjoyer. I do not enjoy it. So I will not be there for either of those streams. So this might be my only stream. So get all the puns out that we need here. That
means I got to stream twice tomorrow because I have the editor's hour and we're playing. Jen and I are playing tape to tape, and I think I think I'm on that Star Wars episode.
No, it's Marty, Darren, and Jamate are on Andor. So you are not on the Star Wars episode. Marty, Darren, and Jamate will be talking Andor, which apparently they all, or at least Marty and Darren really like. I don't know how Jamate feels.
If Jay does not like Andor, we have a problem. There will be videos made.
It's fine. It's going to be fine. Right? And lint is full of lint. This is the other thing is I also have a pretty base knowledge of Egypt. Pharaoh. That's fair. Like Pharaoh's fun because you'd be like, that's Pharaoh. Pharaoh, mummy, Egypt, embalm. These are just words that have to do with mummies that I'm hoping has some sort of connection to laundromat, Nick. We're going to move on. I do apologize, or else I will just be sitting here silently thinking about this for the rest of the stream. So I'm going to move on, though it will be constantly in the back of my head. Let's see here. Sir George Lucas, Nick, please share your reviews of Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions to us. Which did you like better?
That's not even a question. Reloaded. You disagree with this? Reload is the second one.
Is Revolutions the third one, or is that the fourth
Revolutions is the third one.
What's the fourth one?
Resurrection.
Resurrection, thank you.
I did not like the fourth one.
Yeah. I mean,
I like the commentary. I don't like the movie.
Yeah, it has. Ooh, that's a good way to put it. Yes, it did have.
Whenever Darren was trying to defend that movie, he was like, "No, stop it! Don't you do it!"
It's. I think that is the general consensus, though. Is everyone liked how it was made? No one likes the movie.
Yeah,
everyone likes that it's a big middle finger. And it does have one genuinely amazing scene, like the suicide bomber scene.
Yeah,
is genuinely amazing. Reloaded. I liked Reloaded. I actually very much liked the twist at the end of Reloaded, and I know that was a big contention point for a lot of people. Spoiler alert for Matrix Reloaded is at the end of Reloaded, we discover that the hero from the first movie, was actually part of the system, and it was a protocol put in place by the machines to take care of these variables. Like it was a lint trap, basically. Like, we know we're going to generate all this lint, we just need a place to put it before we throw it in the garbage, and that's what the one was. And I thought that was really a neat idea. It's not as good as the Matrix, because it's not as simple, and I'm okay with that. Like, it also got weird, and it's like, Wachowskis, y'all are some horny ass people, and I'm down with that. Like, I think it's great to be horny, but you don't always have to be horny. You don't
always tell half of Twitter that.
You don't need to put horny into everything, where it's like that scene in Matrix Reloaded where, like, the one guy was explaining that he, like, made a cake he made a girl horny, and it's like, that was the most unnecessary bit of horned up content in any movie, bar none. So it's like, oh, come on, we don't need this. But it's fine.
And then TV shows said, yes, we do.
we just need to haunt up everything. I feel pretty kind towards all of the Matrix movies. I think they're fun. Even Revolutions, which obviously has its issues, it's like, it's fine.
Oh yeah, I actually, out of all the Matrix movies, that I dislike the first one the most. I just think it's okay. I just think it's kind of boring.
All right, we don't get to listen to Nick anymore. That's nice.
I know it's a good movie. I just find Reloaded and Revolutions more fun.
Yeah, get right out of town. Get right out of town. Sussy Guru 2000 says the first AI movie will be called Ass and will be 2 hours of AI generated clips of ass cheeks. I would watch that.
Reclaimed Dace says Nick tells everyone he doesn't know shit about anything. That's mean.
That's Opinions
I said,
are opinions.
like I said, it's a good movie. I just don't like it as much as the other ones. Mostly because but I'm not like the biggest fan of the Matrix anyways.
Yeah,
like they're movies I'll watch when I see them, but like they're not like among my favorite movies ever or anything.
The Matrix is really damn good.
They're good.
Matrix is
they're great.
Really damn good.
I don't really like. I don't know. I've never been like. I know it's not cyberpunk, but I'm not like into that whole aesthetic.
Sure, I think you could say it has a cyberpunk lean.
Mm-hmm.
It has cyberpunk-esque elements to it. Captain President says, Jack, would Neil Breen's principles allow him to make an AI movie? Neil Breen would 100% use AI-generated content in his movies. I think I think he would be okay with that because he is all about efficient storytelling. And he's already like the way he has turned to almost full green screen productions once he figured out how to use a green screen. That man will use AI at the drop of a hat. It will still be him talking to an AI thing and he will tell the AI what to say, but on 100% Neil Breen would use AI.
Okay, I've got a good run going here. I'm feeling
it's
a little
happening.
Confident. It's happening. The stream, so you know it's coming.
It's happening. Keto Fool says, "What game is this?"
This is called Guards 2.
Chaos in Hell.
Chaos in Hell.
Chaos in Hell.
And it is a surprisingly very challenging strategy roguelike that has been kicking my ass this entire stream.
And we've been enjoying Nick's pain.
Well, everybody enjoys that.
Also, favorite Brendan Fraser movie?
What's that most recent one he did?
The Whale?
Yeah, The Whale. No. Oh, yeah. No, I'm thinking of a different actor. I was thinking of... I always, for some reason, every time I hear Brendan Fraser, I think of Colin Farrell.
Oh. You mean the Penguin?
Yeah, but also, what's the movie where he has the fight with his neighbor?
Oh, I don't know if I know that one.
The Irish one, where he gives him his finger.
Oh, yeah. The Isle of. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Banishers of.
Inisherin.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah. Good movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go.
Did you never watch that movie?
Brendan No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, I think you would like it.
Probably. I probably would. I have a long need to watch list, and the Super Mario Brothers isn't going to rewatch itself. So
maybe for its own benefit.
Okay, so what's your favorite Brendan Fraser movie?
You asking me?
Yeah, that's the question. This is Keto Fool wants to know favorite Brendan Fraser movie.
Oh man, what was all is he in?
So like The Mummy is a seminal movie. Everyone loves it. It is widely regarded as awakening everyone's bisexualness, as it is just full of beautiful people. The Mummy is a very good movie. I think Blast from the Past is very funny. I think like him and Alicia Silverstone, him playing, him playing Captain America, as someone who is just so lovely, but also a little bit racist, because that's the time he grew up in. I think it's genuinely funny. I'm also just a huge sucker for Encino Man. That like old school, high premise comedy. Give me Encino Man any day of the week. His George of the Jungle is very fun. He's made several phenomenal movies. He's a great actor.
I don't know if I've personally watched a ton of his movies.
Oh,
I mean, I've obviously seen The Mummy plenty.
Okay,
I guess I would say that's my favorite.
Go rewatch The Mummy. You'll probably like it way more than you think. It's fun.
I did just rewatch it not too long ago, actually.
It's fun. That's a fun movie.
remember when they tried to remake it with Tom Cruise and it was awful.
That's not that movie.
We don't talk about that movie.
We don't talk about that one. Squirtle Squad 420 says, I might be interested in watching exactly one AI movie, but only if it's 100% AI, zero human input. Like, that's like...
Holy shit. I did it at the very end of the stream like I always do.
Amazing. There's that story of like the AI generated Coke commercial that played during the Super Bowl.
Even the story makes fun of the pharaoh. The fallen pharaoh turned out to be cowardly and hid behind his servants.
Nice. But the makers of that commercial, the AI generated commercial, was talking about like the hours and hours of slop that they had to sift through to make a 30-second commercial, and how it just wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth their time to try to find the 10 usable images made out of this AI slop.
Ooh, and I get the pharaoh as a new hero.
Oh, a new playable character.
Let's check out one new map at the very end of the stream now that I made it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Can't avoid the hard-hitting questions forever. Jack, Nick, please name your favorite Harry Potter book and movie. I didn't read the books. I did watch the movies because I had Harry Potter fans in my house. And, they're fine. I didn't care for them. Like, I always thought it was stupid because Harry Potter was the weakest wizard ever. Yeah. At least in the movies. I don't know what he was like in the books, but in the movies, that dude knows one spell maybe some of the times. I think it was bullshit.
Hermione has to tell him everything.
It's great. Like, Hermione does shit, Ron does shit, everybody else does shit except Harry Potter's mother really liked him. That's his only superpower is bullshit. It's stupid bullshit.
Yeah, I think Chamber of Secrets is my favorite. I always liked the movies when they spent more time in the school than the outside of it and all the drama stuff.
Sure.
Which is what the game annoyed me because I was like, school stuff is the interesting stuff, not going around fighting people.
Yeah, I was fine with all the movies. I understand that they are a seminal work of art for several people. It got many people into fantasy, got many people into reading in general, and we can't overlook that, though we can call certain authors, not saying specifically who, big pieces of shit. That could be about anyone.
Yeah, Yahtzee.
It could be about anyone. Yahtzees could have been about anyone.
Yeah.
It's like it's a tough thing sometimes. It's a tough thing.
You can read Gelden text, stupid super chat.
Gelden Yedich says, "Good job, Nick. Do you think the Wachowskis had a part in this game? because that run ended with an unnecessary amount of pheromones." We were just talking about how the Wachowskis were horny. Great horny joke, Gelden Yedich. Great horny joke. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 horny joke. And here's the thing. I was a big fan. The Wachowskis did the Netflix series. What Netflix series did they do?
Sense8?
Sense8. Which, by the way, kicked the door down horny as fuck. That TV show was about international psychic orgies, and I thought it was brilliant. I think it's still some of the best filmmaking you will see on television.
And they got rid of it.
Huh?
And they got rid of it.
And they got rid of it because they always do. But here's the thing, that was always horny. Like, they're like, hey, this is a horny thing. We're making this horny, which was fine. You put horny stuff in a horny thing. That's great. It was the horny drop in the middle of the Matrix movie that didn't make any sense. Whereas this is unnecessary. It's okay to be horny, but make it make sense. Neo and Trinity, let them be horny for each other. The horny techno hump club in the underdog. That was fine. That was fine. We're here for that. We're here for that. That made sense. That had some context to it. I've been to a horny techno hump club in my time. That's what they're called, right? That's what they're called.
Yeah. Something like that.
Sir Jojoka says, can we get a weekly Jack and Nick stream? I enjoy your wild, volatile takes on various things. Speaking of, Jack is invited to join Nick and Jenna for Night Rain on next Tuesday. Oh, you guys playing Night Rain next Tuesday?
I didn't know this.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Sir George Lucas just making up stuff? Friday. Oh, DevHeads are playing it on Friday.
And it's only three. Oh yeah, Jenna and I streamed 2 of us, so there's a third spot for Jack.
I'll hop on if I can. Next Tuesday might be tricky, but I'm very interested in Night Rain. I am very worried that it might be Garbo. I'm worried, Nick.
So there's a chance.
I'm very worried because we're getting dangerously close to the release date, and I'm not hearing a peep about it.
Well, there's nothing to say about it because there's embargoes.
I don't know. With the amount of press that they're doing, you would think that they would give it to some early people.
IGN got the exclusive leading up to the month. That's why they've been doing IGN first, like all month for it.
I don't know. I'm a little concerned. It looks like a fun concept. Obviously, I love the mechanics of the Soul series, so I will be checking it out. If I can hop on anything, I will hop on any sort of Night Rain play. So we'll see. I'm worried though. I'm getting a little worried because it's like before Elden Ring came out, like hype trains were full steam ahead. And it's like, oh, this is different, but like hype was there. And here it's like everyone is like eerily, it's too quiet, suspiciously quiet.
The previews were pretty positive about it.
But
previews are always positive for the most part.
Right? Previews is like, we give you the best section of the game for a limited time. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic about some Night Rain.
And this is one of those streams where like was playing the game like normally paced for the whole stream. And now that we're about to end, now I've gotten into the groove and I'm just moving along at a brisk pace, destroying everything.
Do it. Destroy it. Destroy it all. Burn it all to the ground.
These Doom-like creatures keep biting and exploding on me.
Little Kako demons. I like the design of those demons. Those are fun.
Yeah, like the floating Doom heads.
Yeah, I think they're the Kako demons. That's what they're called in Doom.
Did you play Doom the Dark Ages yet?
No. I bounced off of Eternal.
Huh. Well, you'd probably like the Dark Ages then, because it's not as platformy.
No, my problem with Eternal was it got too complicated.
Yeah, that's why you'd like Dark Ages, because it's not complicated.
That's maybe true. From what I've heard, I would get annoyed with the amount of times that I'm not shooting demons. Though the shields mechanic stuff looks great, like the bullet hell-y stuff looks very fun. Maybe I'll pick it up on sale one of these days. Like we were talking about with the Matrix, where it's just like the first one is just like this is simplicity in its purest form. This is what we want, and then they keep adding shit to it.
Now we get magic items.
Uh-oh.
Scroll of Death Coil.
This just turned into a run, y'all. I will play this. Wait, there's a single player mode for Night Rain? I don't think that's true, Sir George Lucas.
Yeah, there is. They said it'll be available at launch, and then they're looking at 2-player for down the line.
With like an NPC? Or just a single player, like no helpers?
I don't know. I'd have to read up on it. I'm guessing it's going to be NPCs, which you like spawning them in.
I mean, I'm okay with NPC help, which is fine. Like, I guess to me, like, my question is, like, if you build a game meant for 3 human players, do you then, like, if you only have 1 human players, what do you do to the difficulty scaling?
Make it even harder.
I don't know.
All right, well, it is 5 o'clock, so that's going to wrap up our Guards 2 Chaos and Hell stream.
Chaos and Hell!
Demo dropped for 2 days, so if you liked what you saw on stream, you can go check it out for yourself. Pretty fun. It's got that nice strategy layer of like one more. I said it for another game that I tried the other day called the Nine Kings, but like roguelikes and lights for me work really well when they have a good difficulty curve that's like makes you want to come back for just that one more run to beat it kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this has that nice difficulty curve as it goes. So I found it fun. I like the strategy. I do think maybe some balancing needs to be done for that boss fight with 15 things to kill when I can't upgrade. Developers. At least I didn't have the developers here like I did on the Starvader stream, looking at me like I'm dumb. So
well,
I had Jack here for that.
Yay! All right. So remember, tomorrow, Rewind with Darren, Marty, and Jemate talking all your Andor stuff. Apparently, the Star Wars heads love it. Nick and Jenna are back tomorrow afternoon playing
Tape to Tape, the hockey roguelite.
Oh, you know what? I've heard very good things.
Yeah, they's got you get a power up that makes you fart and knock players away from you.
No, now I'm down. Now
yeah.
you
So I knew that would sell you.
Wednesday, obviously, new Fully Ramblematic, new Yahtzee Tries, Metroid with Casey and Marty. Thursday, Darren and Marty are playing through The Last of Us while talking season 1 and 2 of The Last of Us TV show, which is very exciting. Thursday, RPG Help Desk. Ooh, Thursday, new Semi-Ramblematic as well.
Yeah.
All sorts of fun stuff.
Yep. Discovery Queue tomorrow for Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. We have ZP
which,
on
by the
Wednesday.
way, looks like it's like we are getting a glut of Bethesda likes.
Yeah,
What's up with that?
This one's pretty good. I played a couple hours of it in early access. Pretty solid.
It looks neat as hell.
And then Unpacked on Friday as usual. So plenty of stuff for you to watch this week, and a new thing this weekend that Marty, Matt, and I have been working on. So we'll be able to check that out. And we're going to be doing like a little listicle on the weekends, just for funsies.
Neat. And a new adventure is nigh on Saturday.
Oh boy.
We got so much stuff for y'all. It's great.
Yeah, so get on over to the Patreon and sign up so we can hit that $45,000 a month goal. We're just about to cross 41,000, so we're getting there.
Do it.
But yeah.
Do it, y'all.
Thanks to the Guards 2 Chaos and Hell stream for sponsoring this one. Like I said, demo is out as of right now, so if you want to go check it out, go play it.
Go play the demo, then you'll know. Because you know what? Demos are magic. It's like you get to play the game for free to see if you like it before you buy it.
True that. That's an elegant explanation.
That's what a demo is.
On that note, now that you know what a demo is, goodbye.
Goodbye.